Henry reveals home ownership. David. Really? Really? Henry Shinji's workshop. Afternoon, Shinji, Henry and David are in Shinji's workshop looking at all of Shinji's lure on the wall and all around the room. Henry, are you sure you don't know how to fish? Shinji nods. Henry, these are great staffs. Shinji, thank you. I tried fishing in Japan, but my lures won't work on the bass there. David, why? Shinji, because my lures are too large for the Japanese bass fish. Henry, the Japanese bass fish are small? Shinji, that's right, my lures are good for larger bass fishes. David, so why didn't you make your lures smaller? Shinji, I could, but then I'd have to convert the float setup and the weight, which will alter the way the lure moves. David, I'm looking for larger fish, so it doesn't matter to me. If the lures are large, then the fish I catch will be big. Henry, Shinji, have you thought of selling your ideas to manufacturers? Shinji, I did, but I don't have any connections. Henry, well, I can help you with that. They smile. Shinji, we can be business partners. Henry, yes, we can. Henry grabbed some of Shinji's lures and explaining of the movement above the water. Morning. Henry and David step on a trawler pedal as David learns how to maneuver it while fishing. Henry, remember to aim on the right when you want to go right. David, aim on the right and the trawler goes right. Henry, now when you aim on the left, the trawler will go left. David, aim on the left and the trawler goes left. Henry, got it? Got it. David, Henry. Okay, here's the tricky part. You have to cast your reel while you're steering. David nods his head. Stony Lake. Day while David practices, Henry reads the base fishing tournament rules and regulations. David's line gets snagged. David, I got one. Henry. All right, follow with the trawler. David speeds up too quickly. Henry. Whoa. Slowly. David reels in the base, exclaiming, Here it comes. David freed the base. Henry smiles and kisses David on the forehead. As David continues to practice, Henry looks back down at the tournament rules and regulations. Henry, it says right here that it's not just a one-day thing. David, what do you mean? Henry, the tournament is actually 3 days long, with the last day being the 4th of July. David, you mean I have to fish 3 days straight? Henry, yes. David, what if all the fishes are fished out? Henry, not likely. All of the fishes caught during the tournament will be returned back into the lake, kind of like what you just did. David, so then I can catch the same fish twice. Henry, maybe. David, what do you mean maybe? Henry, when I was your age, I used to have that I could feed them. David, Henry, well, one day a raccoon attacked them, killing 2 or 3 of my gold fishes. David, really? Henry, after that, all of my fishes wouldn't come up for food like they used to. David, why? Henry, they were too scared. Eventually they started coming up for food, but it took some time. David, so what should I do then? Henry, just do your best. David nods his head. David, what do I do if my line gets tangled? Henry, well, that's why you have 4 or 5 rods ready, just in case. Suddenly, David begins to feel a little pull on his line. David, I think I got one. David starts to reel in and feels resistance. David, yup, I got one. David starts fighting the fish. Henry, not too much pressure. When it goes right, then go right. And when it goes left, then go left. You just follow it, then start to bring them in closer. David starts directing the trawler toward the fish. Suddenly, the fish pops out of the water. David grabs his net and scoops it. David, whoa! Henry, that's about 4 or 5 pounds. Good catch. David, I'm keeping this one. David unhooks it and places it in the live well. Stony Lake. Atop a hill. Day from above the hill overlooking Stony Lake. Fish and game. Banning spies on David and Henry through a SLR camera with a zoom lens mounted on it. FG Officer Banning always gets his man. He starts taking pictures of them. He takes a deep breath and exhales. FG Officer Banning. There's nothing better than stopping some illegal gaming. He takes more pictures. Stony Lake. Day the live well is filled with bass fishes as David reels them in left and right. Henry, you're almost as good as me. David almost. Henry, I'm not sure. Let's count. Stony Lake. Atop a hill, Day spying through his telephoto camera. Fish and Game Officer Banning counts the number of fishes Henry is pulling out of the live well and placing them in an empty cooler. FG Officer Banning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 of them are undersized. They're history. Henry continues to pull out more. FG Officer Banning more. 9, 10. Lost count. Oh well, that just gives me more of a reason to stop them. Fish and Game Officer Banning gets into his vehicle. Stony Lake. Day. Henry tosses all of the fish back into the live well. Henry, I think you've proved that you can fish. David smiles. David, did you bring the scale? Henry reaches into his bag and pulls out the scale. Henry, here it is. I always keep one in this boat. David, these are good sizes. Can we take some of them home for dinner? Henry, no, not this time. Today's fishing was only for gaming. David reaches into the live well and hooks the lower side of the fish's mouth to the scale as Henry pulls out a notepad and pen from his bag. David, 6 pounds and 6 ounces. Henry starts recording this onto his notepad. David weighs the second one. David, the second one is bigger, 8 pounds and 3 ounces. Henry, whoa, Shinji's lure work pretty good. David, we should tell him. Henry, I bet he'd be happy to hear that. David and Henry continue to weigh and document the bass fish that David caught. Stony Lake. Day, Henry, 12 bass fishes. All of them weighing more than 4 pounds. David, how many? 12. Henry, David, I did good today. Henry, oh yeah. Just remember to keep count of how many you catch and how big they are when you're actually in the tournament. If you don't, then you'll lose. David nods his head. Henry starts to add the weight of all of the fishes together. Henry, well, you have a total of 77 pounds and 5 ounces. David, is that good? Henry, it's better than good. If you fish like that in the tournament, you'll win for sure. David's face lights up. Henry, well, let's let them all back into the lake. David and Henry start tossing them back in. David, can I keep this one? David holds up the largest one. Henry, no. Today was for gaming only, and at the tournament day, you only allowed to keep 5 fishes. You remember that, all right? David, okay. David tosses the fish back into the lake. Stony lake, shore day. With the boat tied to the dock, Henry and David get off the boat with all of their supplies. Henry notices Fish and Game Officer Banning exiting his vehicle with a ticketing book in hand, approaching them. Henry, not again. David, what's he doing here? Henry, don't say a word. Let me handle this. David nods his head with a look of worry. FG Officer Banning. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Henry. Hello, Officer Banning. What can I do you for? FG Officer Banning. You can show me your catch. Fish and Game Officer Banning taps his pen to his ticketing book. Henry, we don't have any. FG Officer Banning. Right, I saw you two reeling them left and right. What's in the cooler? Henry, nothing. FG Officer Banning. Mind if I take a look? David, yes. Henry cuts his eyes at David. Henry. Sure, go ahead. Henry opens the cooler. FG Officer Banning, I see. Henry, today was just for gaming purposes. David, we didn't break any laws, officer. FG Officer Banning. Right, how about showing me your live well on board? David, but it's empty. Didn't you hear my grandpa? FG Officer Banning, a couple of criminals you two are. Henry fine. Henry leads Fish and Game Officer Banning on board the boat as David stands on the dock. Henry opens the empty live well cover. Henry, see? Beat. Fish and Game Officer Banning glares at Henry.